That's easy. The only player who I would even consider is probably Legman. He's like by far the best player, offense and defense. Legman is definitely worth it. He's like the scariest, just because he's the best player in the league. Like whoever you combine with him, like if you put Grief next to him, I thought Dino was going to sign up again. If he came back, they would draft him for 100 and be a good game. But Legman and Grief, Legman and any other elite player is going to be scary. So if they're with their draft picks, like they're going to be a really good team. I'm High is probably second.
I would say I fear the least Shoxy because I don't see the NPC that he can get that can play 3 servers. And I've put my own word on this that I think Spear is just way too hard of a server to captain because you have to have a player that can play all 3 servers well. For the strongest, I mean, just from watching the Super Bowl last season, if he's fully committed, Legman and Private are probably going to be one of the strongest teams in the East. I'm worried about Private rubbing people the wrong way, but if Legman's bought into what Private's selling, then I think they're going to be a really dominant pairing.
LeBron's probably going to put something together that's really good. I'm High, I'm sure will. And Raven already has WoW Such, so those 3 probably.
Not Legman?
No.
Why not?
Because I haven't seen him play nearly as much as I have any of the other people I mentioned. I don't know, it's just not as familiar with them.
Okay, but people consider him to be the greatest player of all time.
Yeah, I know, but I don't really value other people's opinion.
Okay, fair enough. No, that's fair. It's just asking.
Well, if Legman plays offense, I'm going to be worried about him for a while. Probably the most, just because I think he's more influential as an offender. I mean, as a defender, he's shown that he's good, but I think an offender has the most impact on the game. Second to that, probably tied somewhere between LeBron and I'm High, I guess. Who I'm least worried about? Maybe Dude McGuy, just because he's a brand new captain and I really don't know what he's gonna do. Like I don't know if he can carry a defense by himself, so it leaves a lot open to his drafting abilities, which are unproven as of yet. Like Dodsfall's a new captain, sure, but I think he can make it work with whoever he gets.
I kind of had talks with Stan to do it. That there was a minute there where I was thinking about doing an NPC, but I ended up not doing it. So not because Stan was the captain or anything, but I would have picked Stan. And if Stan was the captain, also I would have definitely picked Legman.
Obviously, Legman's probably the best player, and since he's got picked up, and also Stan signing up as a captain, he'll be really good. I'm sure his team will be super strong if he doesn't mess up his draft.
So I'm going to choose to keep it in the Western Conference. So Trovell's an NPC, right? And he hasn't picked his guy yet. With that uncertainty, I guess I fear Fatal the most. He's the best player, and Fatal will be able to take advantage of him having himself for free a bit better. As for the least feared captain, it's unfortunate, but I really don't think a Sphere team should be an MLTP. I made that pretty clear to the CRC, but I guess, I don't know, they made their decision. I just think you're setting a team up to fail by making them a Sphere team. It's not viable at all.
At least in my division, probably Dodsfall would be one of the better captains, I think. It's because he knows a lot of players, and he's always had a lot of success. I hate to crap on Dude, but I don't know how well he'll do as a captain, especially he'll have a good team, but I think he'll be one of the lesser successful players, at least in my division.
All the captains they all have the potential to draft a really nice team. I respect them all equally.
I don't know, did Dino sign up? Definitely fear Dino the most, because I don't think I've ever beaten him. Whereas I think everyone else I have.
I'm in a precarious position because and it makes it a little bit harder for me. I always have a rough time against players captaining teams that I used to play with because I've taught them, like I don't hold back. So Dude will be there, Fatal will be there, and so Origin is looking pretty tough. If there's anybody that I don't fear, I guess the biggest variable is Dodds. Like, Dodds could put together a hell of a team, or Dodds could like spend all day Mimi, right, and suck at Tag Pro. So
I fear myself the most.
That's not an acceptable answer.
Yeah, I guess I would that I fear myself the most because I'm just scared of my of like all the potential I have to just draft an amazing team, and I'm scared of what might happen to the league if I draft really well and just drive out all the other competition. That's not actually true at all, but
How did
it was fun to say, I guess.
take this more seriously than you? Like, that's where we're at right now. Just reflect on that.
I just like to make people chuckle a little bit. The team that I wouldn't say that I necessarily fear anyone. The team that I think has the greatest potential so far is probably Private Major's team, just because like Legman is, in my opinion, probably the greatest Tag Pro player ever. So having him in my conference is not a fun thing, I guess. And I know that PM is planning on putting a lot of effort into his team when he's at work, because he just focuses on Tag Pro, and as a result, he's able to put effort into it. But I think that team, with a free Legman is obviously a big threat. I also really respect JJ Poole's ability to draft. I think that we generally are on the same page in terms of valuations of various players, and so with the one exception being that he loves Europeans a lot more than me, obviously.
Does catch up. Fatal wants to use his bomb with a grab. He does. He's boosting through the middle. Doesn't get caught by Luke. Nice job avoiding. Oh my god, the splits from Fatal. What? Fatal, are you kidding me? What an incredible cap. That is one of the most incredibly technical and close caps I have ever seen.
Alright. Hello, Fatal.
Hi.
What do you think that your past teams were lacking?
Honestly, not much. Like, every single loss I've had, most of them in the playoffs have been really close. I'm just like that extra push, maybe like experience or confidence or something that just can't really teach. You just need to have it to win. I've met a lot of players. I'm kind of hoping to draft a really deep team for both majors and minors. I'm not sure if I'm going after a specific star player, but anyone for the right price, I guess. It's my first time captaining, so I don't really know how to value specific players. It's a funny question because the only player I've played with on the same team twice is Catalyst. That was in NLTP and then MLTP the next season. That's across 4 seasons of competitive Tag Pro. So, but I wouldn't count it out, I guess. I have a few people in mind, I guess, but yeah.
Isn't Catalyst cursed as well when it comes to playoff wins?
Yeah, I think so. Might be a 20-win streak 3. I don't know. I think the obvious pick would be Dino if he accepted, because he showed success on Origin this season and he's back in the Super Bowl again, second time in a row. So yeah. For me, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do many tryouts, because those are kind of really vague. It's hard to determine the skill from that. Probably just messaging me on Reddit would be the best thing to show interest and show high availability, I guess, would be my primary thing I'm looking for in players.
Alright, I think that's all that I have. Is there anything that you want to say that I haven't asked, or any captains you want to talk about?
I don't know. I just like my division. I'll just say that. It's gonna be fun playing with Trobal, Dodds, and Dude.
Alright, thanks, Fatal.
Yep, no problem.